Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to do the get to know me tag. I will be answering questions that you guys send through my Snapchat, my Instagram. Give you more information, not information, I guess, things you wanted to know about me, and for you guys to get to know me a little bit more than just the average, or from videos that you see me just sit here and talk about makeup. In advance, I want to say thank you to all the people that did send me questions. Thank you for that. And hopefully I don't bore you guys to death. But let's get started. So one of the first questions that I did get was, how old am I and how much do I weigh? I just turned 29 this past May. And the last time I weighed myself, I think I weighed about 125-ish, around there. I've gained a lot of weight in the past, we'll say, couple months. I did breastfed Samuel for 18 months, so I kind of lost weight. I was actually weighing like 105 or 110. And it kept going down and down. Yes. Oh my God. So after I stopped breastfeeding him, I kind of started to gain little by little. And this is where I'm at. So I'm okay with what I weigh now. I feel like I feel better. Before it was like I felt like I was disappearing. So I'm okay with my weight now. What is my relationship status and how we met? I'm sure you guys know that I am married to Cesar, who you guys see in my blogs. Married, it's gonna be 5 years in November. And we have been dating since 2008, so it'll be about 9 years in this upcoming September. So it's been a long time. We met each other when Cesar was a kid. I was like sort of a kid. I am older than Cesar, for those of you wondering. He is 3 years younger than me. So when we met, we were in our teens, and we dated for about 4 years, I think. And then that's when we got married. We did get married through our religion, which is the Catholic Church. We got married in November of 2012. So it'll be 5 years this November. We're really excited to celebrate. Time goes by so quick. I remember our wedding day like it was yesterday. After we were married for about 2 years is when we decided to have our first and only child, who you guys seen several times in our vlog, and it's Samuel. Samuel right now is 2.5. So he's a bit crazy right now because he's in a terrible 2. So he has a whole different personality right now. But yeah, that's how we. Oh, I didn't even answer how we met. We met, basically it was my sister, the reason how we met. We went to a quinceañera after I worked. My first job was Blockbuster. I know, right? Blockbuster feels like ages from when one was open. So when I was working, I had to work always at night shift because I was going to school in the morning. So this weekend we were gonna go to a party, and it happened to be a Saturday night that I was working. So I ended up going after work and meeting my brother and my sister there. So it was a quinceañera, and we met there, and we were pretty much, enjoying the night, dancing and going about our night. And my sister asked me for a favor. So my sister was gonna dance with this guy, and this guy had a friend that he was with, and so they didn't want to leave each other by themselves. So my sister asked me if I could dance with the guy that she liked, the friend. So if that makes any sense. So I said yes. Guy comes up, and let me tell you, it's not a guy, it's a kid. At that time, he was 16, I think. Yeah, he was 16, and right? He was 16, and then
Why are you crying?
I'm not crying. And then he was walking by, and so he introduced himself. No, lies. We went to dance, and then after dancing like 1 or 2 songs, he kind of introduced himself. He said what his name was. He said it was Cesar, and then I said I was Maria. And then
I said, do you have a Game Boy? You want to play Pokemon?
and then he asked me how old I was, and I told him I was 19, and then I asked him how old he was, and he said it was 16, which I kind of figured because he looks really young. A lot of people tell me that he looks really young, so imagine before he looked even younger. So I knew he was young, and so we continued dancing. We said a couple words, nothing big, just like, you know, to not make it awkward when you're dancing with a stranger. And how we dance are norteñas or cumbias, and those you dance together, so you kind of just talk in between and, you know, kind of make it not weird, right? So, you know, we went danced with him for a while, and then after that, he went his way, I went my way, and then that's it. That's how we met. And you know, I love him so much. He is the rock of everything that I do. He's my motivation. He helps me with everything. He is the best. So I'm really happy that I was able to meet him that night. And a huge thanks to my sister, because if it wasn't for her, then we would have never met. So that's how we met. Long story. Next question. Do I work? Yes, I mentioned it before. I do work. I do have a full-time job. I do work at a clinic setting near downtown Phoenix. I basically work as an ambulatory surgery scheduler, which is a person who deals with setting up the surgeries and behind the scenes of surgeries and getting patients what they need before their surgery and stuff like that. So moving on to the next question is, what inspired me to do my YouTube, or what made me start a YouTube channel? What inspired me was my sister Patty. What made me do it? My husband. He was pretty much the reason why I started it. He pushed me to doing it. Makeup has always been something that I liked. I've been enjoying it more often now. Gives me more of a me time. I had been watching other YouTube videos on makeup, and pretty much that's how I learned how to do my makeup. Not that I'm an expert or anything, but the little tricks and tips that I think I know for myself and how I like my makeup, I've learned it from seeing other videos on YouTube. It was something that I wanted to do, just kind of get to show you who I am and have time to be myself and have a little hobby, and just, you know, wanted to share a little bit of my life and what I do, and just have something else other than my daily life. So it was kind of something that I wanted to just jump in, and I had been thinking about it for months, and me and my sister have been thinking about it for months. But just one day I just sat down and I recorded myself. I edited my video, and it sat there for days and days until my husband pushed me and said to just post it. And ever since then, I think I've enjoyed it very much. I like sitting here and I'm talking to you guys and showing you guys my side of makeup and showing you what I like and what I do, and it's just been really nice. So I don't regret it at this point starting the YouTube channel. I am grateful for my sister and for my husband that, you know, told me to start it and pushed me to do it. So here I am. What was my first high-end makeup? My first high-end makeup was MAC. I remember going into the store, and me and my sister were like super excited to go and buy the foundation. It's kind of like when the whole makeup trend started to get, you know, out there, because I remember when I was in high school, it wasn't such a big trend. Yeah, there was, you know, a couple girls that liked it and everything, but not as much as now. I feel like now more people are aware of it, more people like it, more people wear it. And so when I bought my first high-end makeup, it was that time where MAC was like the huge thing, that everybody was wearing MAC, everybody was buying MAC. And I remember buying my first foundation and powder from there, and it was my holy grail for like forever. I used it like for years. If I could only use one makeup product, what would it be? If I literally had to walk out and I could only put on one thing in my face, I would probably do my eyebrows. I think me and my sister asked the same question like years back, and I said mascara, and that would probably be my second one, but I would do my eyebrows. That would be like I think that's like the, you know, first thing that you notice in somebody is their eyebrows. And so I think that that's the thing that I would go if I could only do one thing, would be that. Did I go to school for makeup or go to school for anything? Not at all. Didn't go to cosmetology or any makeup school, nothing to do with that. I did go to school. I did graduate from ASU, from Arizona State University, with a bachelor's degree in justice studies, which has nothing to do with this. But I feel like at that moment when I was choosing my career was something that I wanted to perceive, I wanted to do. I did want it to continue on and go to law school and become a lawyer. But that kind of parted away a little bit. I do want to go back to school. I'm not sure exactly what I want to major in again, but that's something that it is in my goals to do so. At the time, justice studies was what I wanted to do. Law was what I wanted to do. But you know, life takes different paths and you end up in different things. But I don't regret it. I am happy that I did that. Next question in this, where do I see myself in 5 years? 5 years from now, as a career-wise, I see myself probably still doing YouTube. Hopefully continue to have the same passion as I do now. I do, like I said, want to go back to school, so have hopefully finish school for something else, maybe in marketing or something to do with business. So I'll keep that in mind. And then on my personal level, I will probably be having baby number 2 by then, hopefully, if everything goes how we plan it and some things that are still pending in our lives get accomplished, then I will be thinking about baby number 2. We do want either 2 or 3, depending on what our second baby is. If it is a girl, then maybe we'll just stick to 2. If we do have another boy, we will probably go for 3, depending on how everything goes. You know, that's just something that's gonna be out there. But that's how I want my, you know, that's what I feel like my life will be in 5 years. We'll see how it'll turn out. What are my favorite hobbies, or what are my hobbies? Pretty much Netflix is my hobby. I love movies. That's something that I enjoy and relaxes me. Movies are my to-go, and my husband can testify to this. If I sit here and binge watch a show all day long, I'm a happy camper. I love just sitting down and watching TV and just being relaxed, being in my little own house, in my bubble, not having to go out there and put on makeup. That's like perfect day for me. Which is my next question, is what does my perfect day look like? It's just being at home with my husband and Sammy, just watching movies, eating, playing here in the house with Sammy, just having a relaxed day at home. How did I get into makeup? I pretty much got into makeup because of my sister Patty. She started watching makeup videos on YouTube maybe about 4 years ago. Yeah, about 4 years ago or so. And she started to kind of watch and started to buy a lot of makeup, and so she started to do her makeup all the time, and so I kind of watched from her and kind of learned from her. So she kind of got me into it more, to liking it more and more each day, and so now like I enjoy it. I try to do different things all the time. And what is my dream vacation? My dream vacation would be to either go to Bora Bora or Cancun. Those are like the dream vacations that I would want to just be there at the beach, just have some fun, do some adventure stuff, get to know a whole different place, just, you know, relax. That's like my dream vacation. Which brings me to a strange fact about me. Even though I would want to go to these places, a strange fact about me is that I don't know how to swim. Yeah, right. Who doesn't at this age? It's just something that I never learned. So unfortunately, I don't know how to swim. Yes, I can probably swim in a pool, but like an open ocean and stuff like that, I would probably not. I'd probably drown. Yeah. So it's crazy that I want to go to these places even though I don't know how to swim. It scares me so much to be by the ocean, but it still brings me so much soothing and so much peace that I like it. So it's like a weird thing. It's like a weird sensation. Like I want to be there, but then if I get too close, it's like scary for me. What is my favorite norteña song or group? Mi favorito grupo es Los Pescadores del Río Concho, and my favorite song, of course, is Tu Eterno Enamorado from Los Pescadores del Río Concho. I love them. Every time they would come here to Arizona, that's something that I wouldn't miss. I was always there, even though I saw them like 10 times already. I just love them. I love their music. I just enjoy their... Me encantan sus norteñas, son perfectas. What is my favorite restaurant to go to? I'm gonna have to say Olive Garden. Olive Garden has always been my favorite. I always try to go to Olive Garden at least once a month. I know, I'm obsessed. I just love their salad. My favorite brand of makeup. It's hard to pick one because each brand has something that I like from them. So for example, Anastasia Beverly Hills, I love their palettes. The Renaissance palettes is my favorite. But I love the brows, the pencil cosmetics for my brows. Again, for other stuff I would choose some drugstore, some, you know, high-end products. So it varies, but I guess if I would choose one overall, I would go with Anastasia Beverly Hills, just because, you know, they have so many things that I love about them. With that, concludes the last question. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really try to answer as many questions as possible and not make it long. If you guys did like this video, don't forget to do a huge thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.